Hello everyone, I'm Replay Ty Heretic, and welcome back to Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. In the last episode, we went ahead and hunted the Qurupeco, and in this episode, we're going to be doing quite a few little side quests, and in the next episode, we are going to cover a lot of hunts. Let me see here. I have not cleaned out my inventory yet, so I guess I should do that right now, while it is fresh in my mind. Here we go. And get an extra Mega Potion here. And store these items that we obtained. Alright, I'm going to keep the Dung Bomb, but I don't need the Whetstones. And I don't know, Tranq Bombs are going to be useful for the next episode, so I'm going to keep those. Alright, should be fine. If everything looks okay. I think I need to top off my coatings and then we can go right ahead into the mission. I'm in desperate need of coatings, actually. Close range coatings, and that should be fine. Without further ado, we're going to start from the back and we're going to work our way to the front. We're going to start with the Deadliest Catch, then we're going to go with Pest Control, Herbivore Egg Hunt, and Renoplos Rampage. The Deadliest Catch is going to be a bunch of Ludroth. We've already slain Ludroth before. Those are the little aquatic monsters that we faced in the deserted island. But in this mission, we're going to be hunting them in the flooded forest. I'm going to take one of these, so I can get an increase in stamina and also have some water defense. There we go. And off we go into the quest. Now, if I'm right, there should be a couple of Ludroth right outside of the main camp area. And thankfully, they have given us some special little supplies for us. I'm going to take the files, and just so I can remember, because I don't remember the flooded forest areas very well, I'm going to take a map. Area 1, there should be a couple of Ludroth. Yep. Perfect. Now the rest are probably going to be underwater, since this is a primarily underwater area. Cut it out. This bow packs less of a punch than I remember. I'm not going to carve, because I don't feel that's important. Oh yeah, you might have noticed these little things in the deserted island. These are, these block off your path, since you're not really supposed to go anywhere but your mission location at first while learning things. So they block off specific paths to locations, so you have to walk around. In a mine, some iron ore. And some plagicite, that's perfect. Some mystery, there we go, mystery charm. And our pickaxe is broken, and we get an iron ore. I think I still have 2 more extra iron pickaxes. Head underwater. I hopefully don't need to refresh your memory on how to swim in this game. Oh, I'll be damned, I only had 1 iron pickaxe. Well, today's a sad day. Oh yeah, I have more than... Why can't I mine that? I'm gonna go back and try again. There we go. I just have to be a little bit lower, I guess. Getting as much ore as I can early on is probably going to help me in the long run. And it's especially going to help people that need to find their resources faster. It's just easier to, when you're on a mission, especially one of these like miniature slay missions, use them as kind of an opportunity to gather around, you know. It's a really good opportunity to not be hassled by crazy strong monsters, and you can get yourself some good equipment in the mix. Some equipment that'll help you against fighting big monsters. Oof. Damn it. That's 5 monsters left. The next mission will be to slay some Nahabras, I believe. Which shouldn't be that much of an issue. We've dealt with these Nahabras before. And in case you need a refresher on What Nahabras are? They are these little flying creatures. Annoying little buggers, honestly, but, you know, what can you do? Right. I don't know what you are, but I'm going to avoid you, because you're bigger. You're bigger than me. And you also look like you could eat me. Anyone else remember, like, a coelacanth or anything? You might have heard of it from, like, Animal Crossing or something. But coelacanths are, like, ancient creatures. If you play Pokemon, they're based off of... Relicanth is based off of them. Those fish kind of remind me a little bit of coelacanth, or maybe a sturgeon, actually. Sturgeon tastes disgusting, doesn't it? And I guess it's an acquired taste for some people. I shouldn't really say that it's disgusting. There's probably people that love sturgeon. You know, just like the people that like gefilte fish. Hello. Hope you don't mind me being here at all. I'm just gonna kill you. I really have to compensate for arrow drop here. Like, look at how badly these drop over range. Get it? It's really weird leaving. I'm usually one of those kinds of people that carve things even if I don't need them, just in case I need them. But I think I might be okay. So yeah, this entire episode will be non-boss monster hunting missions. So just a warning out there. Wow, look at all the loot out here. Actually, I'm pretty sure the arc shot no longer travels in an arc. I'm pretty sure it's like an extremely, like, versatile use. Let me try real quick. Oh, yep, what do you know? Ah, damn it. Here, let me try it here. Ooh, that's actually kind of pretty. It looks like it could deal a wallop. Yeah, it looks like... I didn't know this, actually. Looks like this is, looks like that's the power shot for underwater. I'm guessing that even though it moves slower, it deals about as much damage as a typical arc shot. Pretty strong to boot. Wow, look at all these things. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. As I've said before, I love this area. It's just so pretty to look at. It's so blue. It's great. Now, I think I've answered this, I think I've asked this question before, but if you were in a world like this, what would you do? Like, I'm pretty sure that if I had the strength to do this, then I would definitely be hunting like this often. But I know I'm not that strong, so I think I'd just be the kind of guy that wanders around and just enjoys the sights of the world. I'd probably be the guy that gives hunters contracts to help on missions. Stun plus 4. I'm gonna keep that, actually. Stun plus 4 is a good weapon, or is a good talisman. Stun plus 4 with my current armor will allow me to completely negate stun. So that means that with my current armor, I only have the chances of getting stunned, but with this talisman on, I can completely negate it. Like, it'll never happen no matter what. Which is going to be a great thing because stun in this game is really bad to be caught in. Probably sell the whetstone for some money. I don't think I'm going to, though. Next up is Nahabras. Okay. It's nice to know that I finally have an agenda towards doing missions. Let's see here. Pest control. And let's see here. You know what? I'm not even going to eat. Now, most, if not all, of these missions do take place in the flooded forest. Which means that you're going to get real familiar with some monsters' locations. Oh, they even have poison smoke bombs here, too. Just in case I want to get some monster fluid. Which is great. You can never have enough monster fluid. Okay, there's some Aptonauts here as well. There should be Nahabras in Area 2, and especially Area 4, 7, and 9. Yeah, look at that, Nahabra's flying everywhere. This is going to be hard to hit. Oh, well, I pissed him off. My arrows are enough. Stop moving so erratically. Can't see you. Duh. Thank you. Alright, the next bunch I'm probably going to poison smoke bomb just in case I need monster food for later. You're poisoned. Great. Let's see what you got. No. I guess if you want to make Nahabra armor, then that's a good way too. Next up is Area 7. There'll be a couple Nahabras here as well. Now where? Area 9 and Area 10 might have some too. Oh, there's Nahabras just resting in the environment. That is possible, as I've said before, when we were heading to Area 9, Area 10, I mean. I did notify that that was possible. Look at that, they're just lying around everywhere, waiting for me to murder them. Hopefully they don't have families. Oh well. Yeah, each monster in this game definitely has its own, like, special little attribute that makes it look like something that you would see in real life. But at the same time, just fantasy enough where you don't think it would be possible. And in fact, they might be a bit terrifying. Yeah, look at that, Nahabra's just resting everywhere in Area 10. Oh, that's one. I'm just going to launch that in the air. Oh, well, that was a lucky shot. Oh, wow. They're everywhere now. And done. That wasn't so bad. I do see a mining point over there, and I'm going to use it to my opportunity. Or my advantage, I should say. Man, my train of thought's off today. Oh, well, I didn't get that last mining in. Yahoo! Quest complete. Got a killer beetle, too. Should be fun. Big killer beetles are craftable. That's good. So it's been a month after X and Y came out, and I finally got into it, actually. The game is really slow at first. Like, a lot of the Pokemon games have picked up its pace faster. Which I actually think is a weird trend that Pokemon is doing now. I had the issues with Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity, where I love the series to death, by the way, as I've noted before in my series I've done on the first two games. But Gates to Infinity just seems excruciatingly slow. Let's see here. Next up is Herbivore Egg Hunt. These are in the Sandy Plains. Now, this is going to be the mission that a lot of people are going to get confused by. Keep in mind that this is not a key quest, but it is a good way to get some extra Zenny if you need it. And I'm going to show you right now where these herbivore eggs are in Sandy Plains. And when you find out where they are, you're really going to wonder, how anyone could have found this out, except through excruciating searching, or by looking up the Japanese guide that was released. The Japanese people call it the Monster Hunter Bible, which kind of makes sense in a way because the book itself is literally like, I want to say maybe 400 pages long. It goes through every single detail about it. In fact, it might be larger. I don't know. It's called the Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Like, it's called something. You can look it up. It's a Japan-only manual to Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and it's fucking massive. Huge. I can't believe how much content they must have squeezed into it. Anyways, the herbivore eggs in here are in Area 7, and you grab them here. I know, right? I don't think I've talked about carrying things before. When you pick up eggs, and later down the line you'll have to pick up things like magma rock and such. When you carry stuff, if you even get damaged slightly, then you will drop it and you will have to go back and get it again. There are skills that are probably useful in the deserted island area where you can fall and not drop it, because if you jump and take a long fall where you kind of stammer when you land, then you will drop the item that you're carrying. So it's probably a good idea that if you're doing one of these quests to get the gathering combination and get the feline lander skill. That will help you with this kind of thing. I think it's a fixed skill on some things, but it's also a daily skill at times. Alright, put that one in. Get one more. Yeah, so these kinds of quests are not exactly the best things in the world to go after, but they do give you a nice reward. In fact, let me check out what the reward is. 1,000 zenny. Yeah, not too bad. That's enough for me to pay for my coatings, at least. Which I don't really need at the moment. Well, I'll live. Now, naturally, I'm going through probably the most treacherous path, but it is the most direct path. Here, and then cut through here, straight down to Area 7. And grab another herbivore egg, and we're on our way. Yeah, so I guess that'll be the question of this episode, which I highly doubt anyone will answer. The question for this episode is going to be, if this were real, if this exact world were real, where, you know, monsters of this magnitude and size and animals and creatures that look like this were real, what would you do? Would you hunt, like, in this game, or would you be one of the people that stands on the sidelines and kind of, you know, helps hunters that do this kind of work and help them on their way and, you know, make their job a lot easier? Or would you just not do anything different at all and play a game that's extremely based off of this? I don't even think they would call it Monster Hunter then. They would probably call it Hunting Unlimited or something. I don't know. Hunting Unlimited is a real game, though. By the way, I might as well talk about this. I love hunting games. Like, not Cabela's Dangerous Hunts, which is fucking Call of Duty with animals, but I'm talking like Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2005 Adventures, Deer Hunter, and Hunting Unlimited was one of the big games that I played. Hunting Unlimited was one of those games that I played and I liked, but when I played it when I was a kid, I was like maybe 10 years old, and I played the original Hunting Unlimited. I was terrified. because Hunting Unlimited had these scenarios where you couldn't fight, where you were like unarmed and everything. You had to run to specific places. I'm pretty sure one of the missions was you had to run to a cabin while being chased by a killer bear, and then you had to find a gun and then kill it. No, not even that. You just had to run to the cabin. There was a hunt, though, where you had to... where there was a bear near your cabin, and you had to kill it, though. And I remember being absolutely terrified of this, because I was like... the game is creepy when you're, like, vulnerable in that sense. So, when you're 10 years old, your imagination flows with gruesome and oddly morbid things that can happen to you. I remember thinking, like, okay, this bear's gonna eat me, and then I'm gonna get eaten by a bear in real life, and there's nobody gonna be around to help me, because I don't know how to use a gun. But, I remember kicking ass in Deer Hunter 4 on XP. There was an online mode, I think, too, where you were a hunter and your people, and you could go online and hunt, like, your friends who act as deer. And I was like, I think my dad actually played with his friend from work on it, and I remember seeing that. I was like, so who are you shooting? And he was like, oh, just Bill. I'm like, huh, okay. You do that. I'll be over here. I'm slaying Renoplos, right? 6 Renoplos. This shouldn't be that hard. I'm gonna go to area 4 first. I can't remember where Renoplos spawn. I'm pretty sure area 4 is the big one. No, these are all Jaggi. What in the world? No, they're probably in the arid areas. I should take a cool drink. Oh no, there's Renoplos. Hello. No. Launch one of these onto you. Yep, that's 5 left. I think of Cabela's... I really think that Cabela's Dangerous Hunts really did take the hunting element out of recent hunting games. Like, nowadays they have these, like, really crazy, stupid stories, like... You are now a hunter, and you have the ability to see vitals from like 100,000 meters away and be able to know exactly where to shoot something. And then, of course, you have bullet time, and you have like extrasensory vision where you can see everything. And I'm like, okay, I just want to shoot things. I just want to shoot things and mount deer's heads on walls as a reward for my hard work. I don't want to have to spend 15 minutes going through a quick time event just to kill a hippo. I want to just shoot something. I want to shoot things so easily, even a COD player can do it. Hunting games have really dumbed down recently, I just realized. Like, they were so, like, complex when they first came out. Like, it was really hard to kill things in old hunting games. Like Deer Hunter 4, I remember having issues and everything. Even fishing games were really complex. You know, except for like Sega Bass Fishing. Nowadays, everything's like a Zelda fishing game. It's like, throw bobber in water, move it around a little bit, and then fish got. It's like, okay, well, what about temperature, and if it's raining? Based off of size of the fish, maybe the tension's gonna be a little bit larger. You know, that kind of stuff is... just simulation hunting games, or hunting and fishing games in general, just have really been dumbed down recently. And I kind of have to blame it on the fact that games have become really hand-holdy in the past few years. If I remember one thing about Bella's Big Game Hunter 2005 Adventures that I still own, I remember the one thing you had to do every single time you reached a lodge was make sure your weapon was properly sighted each time, because if your weapon wasn't properly sighted, it would be way off center, and you would just have a really bad time killing things, and nowadays it's like every gun has perfect accuracy, even from 250 meters away, it still shoots straight. It's like, yeah, and I just use an assault rifle to kill some monkeys. Yeah, this is totally how hunting works. There's completely no repercussions to just going out into the wild and shooting everything on sight. Even some endangered species too, which is weird. Like, oh hey, like 15 lions? Oh no, they're attacking me. Let me get my shotgun and blast them in the face a million times. What else can I talk about? Probably not much else, considering that this is towards the end. I guess I should probably go to the farm and see what else is there. What did I get for this mission? A bunch of Renopos stuff. And some armor spheres. I shouldn't be yawning, because this isn't that boring to me. I just like talking. I'll probably check the farm, and then we'll end it for this episode, and then in the next episode we will hunt what we are supposed to be hunting. Big things. Big, big, big things. So, hello all you mushrooms. Okay, let's see here. I should probably go out and hunt for dung later down the line. Actually, no, if I go to Port Tanzia, I'm pretty sure I can buy it in the loads. So that should be good. Let's see here, should be fine on everything. Alright, looks good to me. So in the next episode of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, we will do multiple quests on various crazy monsters, and you guys are going to have a blast seeing what we have up against us. So until then, if you like this video, give it a like. If you want to know more about Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, or want to know about carve rates and the like, then feel free to drop a comment in the brand new Google Plus system that I don't mind at all. And if you really like my content, then feel free to subscribe. But until then, I'm Replay Thai Heretic, and I will see you in the next episode.